duelist VODs. Let's talk about them. So here I am, still in the Diamond Division for the season. So this is about a month ago, I think, when I did this. And I actually kind of pulled an unlucky draw right there with the second, whatever that's called. So I haven't been playing for a while, but it's nice to kind of go back and look over these. Because I definitely enjoy watching playing, actually, now more these days. So that's why I'm kind of hoping the competitive scene really takes off. I'd love to be able to watch the competitive games and talk about them, which is why I'm practicing on these VOD reviews, while also kind of giving an insight into playing Lyonar and Shanghai primarily. I'm definitely getting to Magmar pretty soon, which I'll probably have some videos out whenever I can get enough cards to make a viable deck. So far, not much going on. My hand is pretty. It's not bad. If you're gonna go for either spells or monsters, you want to go for the side of monsters, because at least they can do something, even if you're not going to get the full effect, or they don't synergize well with each other, which actually happens a lot in Lyonar. You wouldn't imagine it, but a lot of the cards are actually very specific. So he's done a good job here by dispelling my 3/5, which is pretty vital, actually, to stop my early aggression. If you can't stop the early aggression, there's not a lot to really. The thing with Lyonar is he doesn't have a lot of cards to like turn the tables, except for Holy Immolation and Tempest, and that 2-cost card. But in terms of monsters, he doesn't really have anything that really turns the tables. He has the Iron Cliff, and then he has whatever his legendaries are. But those actually aren't that great compared to other classes, which is why the early game is so vitally important for Lyonar, and why I actually deviate from what a lot of people do. And I throw in a lot of low-cost cards, like the Windblade Adept, what is it? He's a 4/3, I think. So I throw in all of those, I throw in all the 3/5s, and I'm actually contemplating throwing in some more 1/4s. I forget the name, I think they're called like... No, I can't remember the name, but those are the 1/4s. I'm definitely contemplating putting a bunch of those in, and kind of maybe readjusting this deck. You see that Azure Shaman right there on the far left? The 2 mana? I've actually not gotten a lot of use out of it, even though its synergy on paper is actually quite spectacular. If you don't know, a common tactic is to throw that down, and then to use the that 2-cost destroy minion card. What is it called? Martyrdom or something like that. So you throw that on there, and it gives all your units 4 HP around it, and then it gives you 4 HP back to yourself. And you know, it's a 1/4 2-cost. It's not that valuable. So the end result is actually pretty incredible. But that's only if you can get those two elements to align exactly. And I actually don't play it very often, so I'm definitely considering getting rid of it, and probably getting rid of maybe that 4-cost guy right there on the action bar. Towards the right side. I forget a lot of these characters' names. There's just so many, and this game is still relatively new for me. And a lot of these cards that I've actually been playing with lately are a bit newer still. Like I can name off some of these other cards, like Emerald Rejuvenator, because I've used those since the beginning. But like Martyrdom, I didn't use until maybe a month ago before even this video. The Sunriser I've been using for a while, but then that 3-cost floaty guy, I just started using him because people said to in a deck list, and he definitely can be pretty useful. I think his exact effect is to bring back the most recent card, or maybe your most recent spell card. So when you have a Holy Immolation there in the spell list, it's very important to get that back. And then of course the Azurite, I think it was called the Azurite? No. Whatever that lion-looking thing there is in the middle. I should really... and I should say that I can't actually mouse over any of these things because... this is just a VOD. And I haven't really been talking about the game. Not much has been happening. We've been trading blows. He's been coming out a bit ahead, which isn't that big of a deal. And you see right there, I negated the effectiveness of his character because he only had to restore 2 health. by using my spell. That's kind of jumbled up. But anyway, the point is that I'm still staying in the lead. I still have my 4-4. And like I've said before, health isn't that important. And also, I got rid of his artifact, which is pretty huge. So right now, I have a pretty big advantage. I probably should have left that 4-4 at full health. So I can proc another effect on it next turn safely. What does he do here? Actually, completely forget. Ouch. See, stuff like that can happen. It's pretty common. And a mistake that, unless I had, like, board control or I was going for the kill, I probably should not have attacked him just yet. But still, you do have to be worried about mass removal that gets rid of anything regardless of health or, you know, other stuff like that. So it's not always, it's kind of a gamble. I think more often than not, though, I think you should err on the side of caution and not lower its health until you need to. So maybe there's a bit of a mistake right there that could have kept my Emerald Rejuvenator alive. So going forward, I still don't have a Holy Immolation in my hand right now, which means I don't particularly want to use my recover spell cards. The Immolation card is the only one you really want to recover. And maybe a Martyrdom. Martyrdom can be useful in a pinch. Not only for getting rid of a high priority target that your enemy owns, but also for giving yourself a heal for a unit you no longer can use. Like if you choose to run the 0-8 Zeal minion, if he gets dispelled, then it's just a 0-8, but that's still 8 health. So he pulls off a really great string of combos here with Lady Locke into the 2 dudes over there, which actually proc off each other, or one procs off the other, which, yeah, you get it. So I don't even though I had to use Tempest, I don't actually get a lot here. I was thinking about using this guy to get my Tempest back, but then I don't have enough mana, which is would have been nice to be able to pull that off. And also, you have to think, you have to keep in mind that I'm really a low health. I think my only option here is to throw out the Emerald Rejuvenator or the Silver Guard Knight. But both of those are not spectacular moves in themselves. So I choose to go for that. That's really risky. Wait. Okay, yeah. That's still really risky, though. I think I should have put down the... No, maybe not. That's definitely an interesting conundrum. Do you heal up or do you place the taunt down, right? Or provoke, or whatever it's called. And I'd like to see how it would change. So maybe... Okay, so he had nothing. So he would have had to attack the Silver Guard. I'd be able to play the Rejuvenator. He's gotten himself well out of kill range, I believe. So I think I recover a spell by this point. 9 health. So he healed what, 6 on that turn? He would definitely would have been able. He definitely would have been in kill range had he not healed. This is a tricky position. I think usually I'd kind of back up and probably trade that 4-4 into the 4-4. I got Martyrdom back. And I don't want him to heal too much either, because then Lyonar doesn't have a ton of burst. He's much more whittled down over time and just heal yourself back up. A lot of attacking with your general, a lot of attacking with your minions, and a good amount of spell damage as well. So it's not a great idea to kind of heal your enemy up, even if it does give you board control. Especially with Magmar, because if he gets that Sylvaria Elder out, the 8/8 character that can summon the eggs, then you've lost. You can't beat him by that point. Which is actually why I don't like playing Magmar at all, really. He's one of the more annoying guys to play against. His legendary is just so damn powerful. So let's see. As regard to this play, I actually don't remember if I win or lose this one. I think I have a string of losses, actually. The game ends here in a few seconds, so... Okay. So he dispels that. Places a unit. What's he going to be? Some kind of rush minion? Yeah, there it is. And that's the game. I don't think there's much I could have done there at the end. I think it was just down from the mid game where I didn't do so hot. In the early game, I guess.